This one's a little bit tricky because I'm not sure what this is. It's got brackets, but there's no power. So what, sometimes as maths teachers, we like to hide things. Now, what is something to the square root? That's a power, isn't it? If it's 25, the square root of 25, we can write that as 25 to the power of a half. So when we write it like that, here it is here, suddenly what you have is something that looks a lot more like a product rule now. Instead of the square root, all I've done is put it to the power of a half. Now, I haven't differentiated. These two are exactly the same functions. I haven't differentiated yet. All I've done is get it into the right format, I guess, to use this up here. So what are we going to do? We're going to bring down the power, decrease the power by 1, and then differentiate what's in the bracket. So what are we going to do? We're going to bring this half down, write the bracket out, so it's a half outside of 2x minus 1. To the power of 1 less than this is minus a half. You've got to be aware of that. And then what are we going to do? We're going to multiply by the derivative of the brackets. Now, what's the derivative of this bracket? 2, which is nice because 2 times a half gives us 1. So what we end up with is 1 outside of 2x minus 1 to the power of minus a half. And this here is the correct derivative. If you can get to that, that is the correct derivative. That's full marks in any test because you've been asked to find the derivative. A nice thing to know is that this we can write like this. How do we go from here to here? Well, this is to the negative power. So when we take it 1 over something, that becomes the positive power. And 2x minus 1 to the power of a half, how can we write that? The square root. So what we've done, the question's written like this, so it is nice to write the answer like this, but this is a correct answer. So just be aware of that. Sometimes it is important to be able to write it differently, but this is a correct answer. Thanks.